Okay, so let's do some showing off of this AP Classroom question bank. Let's imagine that I want a multiple choice question from Unit 2, Networks of Exchange in the yellow period. So I'm going to hang out in the Trans-Saharan trade route, and I want a multiple choice question. And I want my thematic focus to be about technology and economics, those two letters of SPICE T. And let's see if it turns anything up for me. I can just scroll down and see that there are these 5 multiple choice questions. And if I look closer, I see that these are based on a secondary source, which is cool, right? So we have a historian here commenting on African trade and multiple choice questions. So if I wanted to, I could add these to an assessment for my students or something like that, or a progress check, or I could just copy and paste it to a Word document to have more ammunition to teach my kids. Okay, let's do another one. So one of my favorite units is Unit 6, Consequences of Industrialization. And I really like this topic, Economic Imperialism, 1750 to 1900. So I'm going to go here. And for this one, let's see if they can give me a short answer question instead of a multiple choice question. And if I click on this, sure enough, this is an SAQ from, I think, the 2017 AP exam about the British in India, and it's got parts A, B, and C. So I've got what I was looking for, an SAQ about orange periodization, economic imperialism. Pretty amazing. Okay, I do want to warn you all that sometimes AP Classroom does not work out quite as well as we wanted it to. So let's imagine that I'm in Unit 5, Revolutions, and I want like a multiple choice question about revolutions. Okay, so I'm going to go for multiple choice question about revolutions and see what it gets me. And I'm going to click on this one, by 1830, Revolutions in the Atlantic World. And this is what this question is. By 1830, revolutions in the Atlantic world resulted in which of the following changes? That doesn't look like an AP World History question to me. AP World Multiple Choice questions are all based on passages. So what's going on here? Well, what's going on is that this question is from AP World History before the 2016 redesign. So they compiled all of their old questions, some of which were not based on a stimulus, and brought them into this database of questions. So they're not always going to give you what you want. Okay, I could see it. I could just show that one more time. I'd stay in the same unit. Instead of looking at multiple choice questions, I could look for an LEQ, a long essay question, right? Like we went over on Monday. And here's my first one. Analyze changes and continuities in cultural beliefs and practices in one of the following regions. That is not what LEQs look like. Again, this is from the AP exam before the 2016 redesign. So AP Classroom is a great asset for multiple choice question bank and short answer question bank, but be warned, it doesn't always give you what you want. Another place you could look for question bank is in our SharePoint folder, where in general resources, I have brought in my multiple choice question bank organized by periodization. And it's a little messy because I just copy and pasted it from my Google Drive. But if you want questions that are not based on a stimulus, you can click on based off old AP exams. And there are those shorter questions like these. Sometimes I use these for a do now. Okay, and this is the AP exam question I got it from. And you can also have stimulus-based questions about commerce, stimulus-based questions about empires, stimulus-based questions about philosophy, for example, in that blue period. And you can click on that and see everything that we've done. So just some tools to help you navigate this course. And that's the end of this screencastify. Now you are going to explore AP Classroom in breakout rooms.